There we go. So, to the people watching on YouTube, hi, hello. Happy Halloween and shit. We're playing Stalker. Stalker Gemma, not the new one. Because that didn't run too well. I felt the need to introduce myself because I've actually been kinda getting views on my archive channel for some fucking reason. It's kinda loud. Yeah, I posted like those... Posted VODs of the Ratchet & Clank streams as well as the Simpsons game, and for some reason those got like a whole bunch of views. Oh, I guess it's kinda at the lowest setting. I guess I can just turn it down in the mixer then. Turn that down to like 40. No, that's still kinda loud. Okay, never mind. Just the flesh again. $25. Okay, that's good. I have stopped using Reels and Reddit, my other source of short videos, and my mood has gotten better. But also I'm bored more often, so leaving stuff like TikTok's a trade-off. Yeah, I gotta say, you know, I gotta give myself some props for once. That is a thing that I have not gotten into. Oh, I guess I'm hungry, thirsty, and sleepy. Can I relate? So yeah, I haven't played this save since like early 2024, I think. Might be 2023. I don't know. Time's kind of a blur at this point. A sponge. Now you can wash yourself. But yeah, I never got into the whole short form video thing. Like TikTok scrolling. I mean, I do make short videos, but they're not exactly like... They're not like the TikTok format. They're just regular clips. Kinda sounds like there's some kind of construction going on outside. Which is kinda weird, because it's 11 PM. But hey, whatever man, I guess time's just a concept. Damn. That's a 23mm shotgun. Yeah, anyways, like I said, I don't know when I played this last, I don't know what the hell we were doing. It would appear that we were heading to Zaton. I am not sure though, but that seems possible. So that's where we are heading. Why is everything kinda loud today? Did I just clear out my ears too good, or did Windows like fuck with my sound settings again? No idea. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to check the parts, because that's what you do in this game, you gotta check all the gun parts. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever played Stalker normally. It's like a mod pack that combines all the old Stalker areas into one game. It's free also. You can just Google it, Stalker Anomaly. You can find it in ModDB. But yeah, this is like a mod pack on top of that mod pack. Improves the graphics, adds some cool new features, such as broken limbs. And also the whole thing that vendors don't sell guns at all. Like, you can't buy a gun. You have to find them, then you have to find individual parts to fix them up. You know, in case Stalker wasn't painful enough for you yet. Now you can add this whole new level of masochism to it. Okay, I guess we're heading the wrong direction. Oh yeah, you can also only save near campfires and in friendly bases. Don't ever touch that side of things. Companies have made the algorithms so addictive you gotta scroll for a minute and the next thing you know your food is burned. Yeah, I've heard that it really is like a problem for a lot of people. Not that I haven't touched it, by the way. I have touched it. I have tried to understand. I have tried to understand Instagram Reels, I've tried to understand TikTok. The thing is, anytime I try to watch them, I feel like I'm staring into a different dimension. Because none of that shit is even remotely funny or entertaining, or satisfying or interesting. And to be honest, to this day I'm still completely baffled on why, as to why people watch them. I think that is like the that's probably the biggest thing that proves to me that I'm just built different. To use the online terminology. Takes like a day for the algorithm to know what to not to show you and what to show you. Yeah, but I've like tried it multiple times, you know. Like if I go to upload a TikTok video, you know, I open the front page. I see a video like, oh, this is dumb. Oh, shit. What was I saying before I got shot in the face? Yeah, you know, I scroll the videos when I go to upload something just for a little bit. And I never see anything. I never see anything even remotely interesting. It's like, hey, here's this bastardized version of a video format that you've all already seen. Like, hey, here's somebody cooking combined with like a GTA stunt race in the same video. Why? How do you get into that? I kinda understand watching them after your brain has already been like completely fried and your attention span is like counted in the milliseconds. But like, how do you get started? I can't. I could probably try and I couldn't. But I guess that's just me, you know, I've got a brain of steel. I'm the sort of fella who makes a new software project and doesn't stand up for 12 hours. I'm just gonna be doing that one thing. I've been trained, my brain's a muscle on it and it's fucking ripped. One of the few things that I'm actually proud about. There aren't many of those, it's my brain, my beard and my dick. And that's pretty much it. Well, I don't know, my face is pretty good too. Fuck. See, this is why it's kind of a bad idea to, you know, listen to music when you're playing Stalker. Because you'll die and then you'll realize, oh, I haven't saved in a couple of minutes, except I did get a temp save, so that's good. For a moment I was concerned that I would have to go back like half an hour. For me it's Christianity and femboys. Sorry, what is that for you? Like that's the thing that the algorithm's feeding you? Christianity and femboys? Conversations get kinda confusing sometimes because there's like a fucking insane delay. Oh, the hell is this? Because I mean, look at this game too. Do you think like a Call of Duty boy could play this? Somebody who does like those epic gameplay clips that they, you know, use on Twitter to farm engagement, where they move around like this. You think they could do this? Do you think they could lay behind a barrel and look at the vague outline of what might be a person in the distance and try to shoot him in the head? With the bullets that have travel time and drop? I don't think so. Maybe I have a bit of an ego, but I think I'm just better than most people. So your algorithm is just all femboys and Christianity? Okay, well that is an interesting combo, I suppose. Could be worse, I suppose. Oh. Oh dear. That's not a good thing. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it might be underground, I guess. Okay, no, never mind, we're good. I forgot there was an underground. Huh, nerd. Yeah, I know you gotta sleep. For me, it started with clips of comedians. Yeah, I guess I just don't like watch a whole lot of clips. Besides like fun and gaming moments, because that's kind of my field. But you know, if I watch comedians, I'll just watch like a full stand-up. That's just how I be, you know, I'm just an intensely focused man. At least sometimes. Depending on the subject. Proud of your beard and your dick, what about the balls? The balls are pretty good too. They're pretty hard working. Oh right, the dogs. Fuck. Where could I get? No idea what I just put in myself, but it seems to have helped. Put on those bandages. Cut off their tails, take their nails. Fuck 'em. Fuck these dogs. But wasn't there a third one? I can't remember there being a third one. Oh, yep. There it is. Bitch. Okay, that should be all of them, I hope. And look at that, just in time we got a temp save. Nice. To be fair, most people think they are better than most people. Only a very small portion actually are. I cannot say whether you actually are better than most, since I have no context for how hard this is. Well, I might have been words. I might have been exaggerating slightly. But I maintain my position. I still think I'm better than most people in most regards. Because you know what, not only am I a man of focus, I'm a man of confidence. Not because it's warranted, but because it's something I need to actually perform. You know? You know, why make softwares, why make games, why make art if you don't think you're kind of better than most people at it? But I have maybe gotten a little bit rusty though, I will admit. You, come here, come here. Come here, dog. Well, you know what, we made it. I might be radiated, most of my limbs might be broken, and I might have lost most of my blood, but I'm still moving. See, it's fine, we'll just take some drugs. Drugs make everything better. Also, I should probably stop this bleeding. I have no issues focusing. If I like something, I can focus on a 1 to 3 hour video. Now 5+ hours and it's going in the corner. Well, that's good. That means you're not completely cooked, as they say. You are also a man who flashbanged me. That does happen in this game. Dog bites you in the testicles, you lose a bit of blood and, you know, you're seeing a white. You're walking towards the goddamn light, you know. Why am I dying though? Radiation, I guess? I don't fucking know. Drink some vodka, it'll make everything better. Get that radiation out of you, boy. Eat some food. Yes, eat those chunks of soup, or whatever the hell that is. Oh yeah, I wonder if there's somebody up there. There usually is. No? Nobody? I did hear some gunfire though, so hopefully there won't be any unsavory characters over there when we go to the train station or whatever the hell it is. Can I get my boy some sleep? He's fucking struggling. Still kind of dying, I guess. That damned radiation, I'll tell you. That'll do a number on you. How's my gear doing? 88, I guess I could fixed up like a little bit. Helmet's fine, guns are fine. Also, I'm carrying an AK-5. Which, for those of you who don't know, that is the standard issue rifle of the Swedish military. It's a cool little thing. Do I have a thing that heals just hidden torso? It was just an anomaly. Never mind, I thought the ground was shaking because there was a giant. Oh. Is that a side dog? I think it's just a bunch of normal radiated dogs. But the effect on the screen kind of indicated that there is a side dog nearby, so should probably take them out just in case. Don't want them to suddenly gang up on me. Oh yeah, there it was. I saw it. Well, are we gonna dance or not? Oh, that's not a nice sight. That is the aforementioned giant in the distance. But you know, it's far away, it shouldn't be a problem for us, but that thing might be a problem. Just wish it would come to me instead of hiding behind these damn trailers. Come on, dog, garunker all day. I got places to be. I got spooky clips to farm for Halloween. Okay, I guess we're going in. I now wish this shotgun had a bigger mag. Would be nice, but where's the dog though? Dog? Hello? Can I get up on this thing? No. What? Is that a fucking beer? Shit. Is there a campfire anywhere nearby so I could save? Because this might be a tough one. Oh, hey, there's the dog, by the way. Rest in peace, dog. But also possibly rest in peace me, because goddamn that is a psych midget. Why are all the dogs stuck? Well, whatever, I'm not complaining. Where's this goddamn thing? Yeah, hurts, doesn't it? Not nice getting a taste of your own medicine, you fool. Okay, it's done. Damn, I was kinda hoping I would get some scary clips, but I'm just kinda owning all of these scary creatures now. Oh well, maybe we'll just go night hunting. Okay. I should probably just not play the music because I need to hear stuff. Such as that one over there, and also I'm getting fucking radiated to the goddamn tits again. God damn it. Didn't realize this was supposed to be scary. Well, it's not yet. It does get scary at times, though. I think this far Stalker is the only game that has actually, like, properly made me jump. Though, to be fair, that was in the olden days before I knew what was up. Now I kinda hear a scary noise in the night that I'm like, I know what that is. I've heard it before. But it does kind of suck not having like proper radiation protection, because that just happens sometimes. You just step near like a slightly irradiated car and it just fucking kills you. I need like a pair of lead pants or something. Delicious drugs. No, he doesn't even have, like, the hands or the brain. He just has a fucking band-aid and a shovel. Sure, okay, man. But hey, my boy needs some food, he needs some sleep. So let's do that, and hopefully none of these guys are hostile. And look at it, I can actually save here. That's good. Any of you a medicine man of some kind? No. This man sells stuff, that's good. Sell some of these parts that I don't need. So that's a 12 gauge shotgun suppressor. I already have a NATO suppressor, don't need that. That is kind of a nice sight though, I think I'm keeping it. What is this though? M4 and L85. Yeah, I guess I don't really need that one either. If I do switch to a NATO gun, I'm probably just gonna use this. 9mm. What am I, some kind of woman? Selling Maxim. Some field cutlery, I guess. Walkie-talkie. Just a bunch of crap. I guess I do have a fair bit of money. All this ammo that I don't need, except what does this shoot? Well, that's 357, okay. Yes, nice. Oh yeah, now I can actually read the chat because I'm no longer in mortal danger. I was super into shorts due to the addictive aspect, not the length of it. I actually fucked with the longer form scroll YouTube. I was trying out. There's a lot of studies in this that if you get a choice between things, whatever you choose, you are more likely to be less happy with. Compared to if you got the same thing but had no choice. I might be a little bit tired, but I feel like I kind of had a stroke there. There's a lot of studies that if you get a choice between things, whatever you choose, you are more likely to be less happy. With compared to if you got the same thing but had no choice. Okay. Just had to read it twice because today's been kind of a day. It's been kind of a week. It's been kind of a month. But anyways, let's just forget all about that and sell some bullets. Make us some spending money. My writing is also known to confuse people. I write weird. That is also kinda true, you know. Not to sound too mean, but occasional punctuation might help. You know, especially with me, because I'm not used to like. I'm not used to reading how people write things on social media. You know, I see it on Twitter, people just kind of they just kind of write a long bit of text, there's no There's no commas, there are no periods. They don't like do a new line. It's just one long block of text. But you know, I'm a bit of an old-fashioned filler in this regard as well. I've been taught things too. I've been taught to write things correctly. I'm rigorous with my grammar. And it's also not helped by the fact that I'm also a programmer. I am very careful about those things. If one symbol is off, that just kinda throws me off. You know, if there isn't a comma where there should be, that just kinda... That just kinda locks up my whole brain. Do I have any other stuff to sell? Guess I have this extra detector and do this weigh something? They do. Let's just sell some of those too, because they're kinda heavy. In such great numbers at least. Still carrying 79 pounds though. Does this guy pay well for these creature parts? Not really, no. But I guess there is also a scientist bunker nearby, so we could just stop by there. That is an option. Just a bit of gunfire, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Bartender, your cheapest vodka, if you please. What's the bullet situation? 52 AP slugs, 74 slugs. Also, AP slugs is not a thing, those are fléchés. Or darts. Just a little correction, just a little actually. Buy some more buckshots and maybe sell these slugs, I don't really need that many. What about the 545s? 40 AP rounds, 7 hollow points and 201 full metal jackets. Does this man sell hollow points by any chance? No. He doesn't even sell 545s. Well, I guess that's all we're gonna buy then. It makes total sense to my brain without punctuation, so it's hard to understand where a comma would even go. Yeah, I don't know, I guess that's just how most people write things in like casual settings like text and social media and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know. Man, my brain is just fucking shutting down. I probably should put some caffeine in me pretty soon. Because I'm not really done gaming just yet. But yeah, you know, I've just never learned to read text like that. And for those wondering, the comma goes where there would be a pause. That's a pretty good rule of thumb. Or if you're like listing things. Just a little tip from a almost certified engineer. What does engineering have to do with writing, you ask? Not much. But I had to learn it anyways. Excuse me for a moment, I'm just gonna grab my tea. Yes, I have tea ready, it's cold. On purpose, because I shouldn't drink hot things for a minute. Or like a couple of days, according to my dentist. Yeah, you know, can't drink hot stuff, but I still gotta get a little bit of caffeine because I slept maybe like 5 hours. Also, I hear the tannins in the tea will help with the whole healing process. For those that do not know, I had both of my wisdom teeth removed. The other one last week and the other one on Wednesday. They're not really hurting anymore, but the other one is still kind of bleeding occasionally. Just a little bit though, so it's fine. I also drove my teachers nuts. I also got my grades lowered because I refused to capitalize letters, because that also makes no sense to me. Not capitalizing letters. I mean, it does kinda make the text easy to read. That's the point of them, I suppose. You know, you can more easily see where like a sentence starts, for example. But I guess not everybody agrees. Some people can just read big blocks of like uncapitalized text without commas and periods. Honestly, I think that's kind of a that's a sign that you're just kind of better at reading. Because the commas and the periods and the capital letters are just kind of there to like help people understand your text better. You know, they're like a guide. So you know, if you can read text without them, that does kind of mean that you can just you're just better at like reading comprehension. In some weird kind of way, I think. I use commas when I list stuff, but I suppose I'll use it for pauses too if it makes reading easier. Hey, whatever, do what you want. You know, I'll always figure out eventually. Do I need food? I guess I could do with a little bit. Maybe some corn. What is the most calorie-dense food of them all? Probably this beef. Let's buy some beef. You guys ever had canned meat? It's kind of gross, but also kind of good at the same time. My local store, you see, they had a sale on some canned pork. couple of years ago. I bought like 2 kilos of them. You know, they were like... I checked the dates and they were canned in like 2005. Which sounds kind of disgusting, but you know, they were fine. It was just some very, very, like, greasy and salty pork. Which on its own was kind of disgusting, but... You know, on a sandwich... Like I put up... Like I made some grilled cheeses. I put a bit of the pork, I put some butter and some ketchup, I think. Then covered it all with cheese. It's kinda good. And I'm, you know, I have a weird craving for that once again. That just happens now sometimes ever since I ate the damn thing. I'm just like, I could really go for like that low quality canned meat. It's kind of a vibe. I don't think I've ever had canned meat besides canned fish. Yeah, I mean, I didn't either for a very long time. I think the first time was in like 2016. And I went camping with my mom and my sister. We had a couple of cans of canned beef. Because I up until then thought it was kinda gross looking, so I didn't wanna eat it, but... Yeah, actually it tastes kinda good. Can mix it in with some macaroni and make like a very cheap meal. Just boil a big pot of macaroni and dump like a big can of canned pork there. Like a good 400 grams. That's a whole day's food. It's a whole day's food right there. Runs you like, what, maybe $3? Plus ketchup. And this guy's just so fucking thirsty and hungry. Just drank like 2 liters of water. But yeah, let's see if I still remember where the scientists are. I think it's that bunker right there. Maybe I should also save. Now that I've done all of that annoying shopping and healing. If meat is nasty, just cover it in ketchup. Put between bread, easy fix. That is true. Turning whatever meat you have into like a grilled cheese, that's just a cheat code on how to make anything taste good. You know, especially if you actually do have like a panini grill. So you can kinda get it sizzling on both sides. You know, whatever you got, beef, pork, tuna, chicken. Throw it on there, put a bit of ketchup in there. Maybe a slab of butter. Good layer of cheese. Oh, shit. Oof, okay. That was close. Oh yeah, and a bit of basil. Maybe even some garlic if you feel so inclined. That is a pro cooking tip right there. Oh shit, that is a Like Chimera. And I got all the parts, thanks guys. Lift. Got these fucking Chads. They're fucking exosuits. That guy's got an L96. Fuck, I should join these guys. Do you buy stuff? Oh no, you're just a repair guy, I guess. Okay. Well, whatever. You can have that too. Do you guys even have like a science man? Okay, this guy's a science man. He'll probably pay decently well for all of this meat. Just wanna get rid of this because it weighs, as you can see. There we go. Macaroni ground beef ketchup goes hard. Yep, that is just like the that is like the, how should I put it? Like the student food. Like in America they go on about the instant noodles. You know, when you're like a fucking broke student. Nah man, we figured this shit out. Here in Europe. It's macaroni and the cheapest ground beef you can fucking find. I've done the math. It's like a quarter of the price of instant noodles. Macaroni ground beef ketchup is big even when you're not broke, it's nice. That's true, I still do it. Even if I can occasionally afford something better. Although mine's not quite as cheap because I have to buy gluten-free stuff nowadays. Do I need medicine? I guess I could use some first aid kits. But that's about it. Maybe some diclofenac sodium. Or however the fuck you say it, I don't know. Some ibuprofen too. There you go. Finally ready to head back out there. Also, is it me or does macaroni not fill you up like you eat it and an hour later hungry again? Yeah, I guess that does kinda go for all. You know, all plant beasts and stuff really. Anything made of like grain in general. It's just not very filling. You digest it pretty fast. You gotta have some protein in there. You gotta have some ooh, Jesus. You gotta have cheese in there. That guy's dead. I don't think this is like doing anything. Let's see here. Let's get us some bigger bullets and then I can continue my food rent. That's what I did. Okay. No. Oh, that's kind of a shame. Anyways, what was I saying? Food? Yeah, you gotta have some protein and fat in there. Otherwise you're just gonna be hungry like an hour later. I especially noticed that on the days my wisdom teeth got removed because I had to be on a liquid diet and no hot foods. As some of you may know if you had the procedure done yourself. So I was basically on a diet of like a juice and smoothies for a day. And I had to keep eating like constantly. That shit does not keep you hungry, you know. Maybe if I put some raw eggs in the smoothies, maybe then. Also, I think my neighbors once again might be in the process of murdering each other. I'm not sure, there's some kind of yelling going on. Deep breaths. Anyways, where was I? Right, macaroni. Feel so ashamed right now. My brother and his friends are blasting his music so loud I can hear it from outside the building. With noise cancelling headphones, it's midnight. Yeah. We have some of those people living in this building too, not close to me, fortunately. But on like the second floor. You know, if I go down there, take out the trash or for a walk or whatever, I can kinda hear them. I can kinda feel the elevator like shaking from the base. How fucking... How inconsiderate can a person be, really? The answer is surprisingly... Yeah. Nope. Quite surprisingly inconsiderate if you've encountered those people. Slight lag. Yeah, sorry, I'm kinda distracted now by the by this screaming. I think it might actually be coming from outside. It's not like angry screaming. More like a Friday night, let's get shit-faced and bother people with jobs who have to... who like go to school and have to go to work. That kind of screaming. Gosh, you know, why not make your lack of a frontal lobe everybody's problem? Is that an enemy? Yes. That is the ground shaking. But why? Who is making the ground shake? I guess there's one of those giants over there that these monolith fellas are fighting. Am I on full auto? Yes, I am. Gotta be careful, because I don't think I've saved in a while. That's just a bush. Oh, there is. Okay. Let's just take some distance, maybe. Hey, want one of those? It's a fence. Okay, crisis averted. That's always kind of a butt clench moment because you sometimes can't really tell when this thing's gonna die. Sometimes you dump like a good 40-50 rounds into it and it's just kind of chilling. Just kind of walks it off. Wonder where the guy was fighting it is though. Well, whatever. Let's just go to Saturn. Oh. Oh, those are all enemies, by the way. Fingers crossed. I missed. But they didn't notice, so. And the other ones moved on to the next area. Okay. That worked out. Yep, except there's one more alive. Did he die? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that worked out well. I did kind of waste a grenade though. How many more of those do I have? Just the one. Okay. Gotta buy some more at some point. Is that a creature? Is it alive? Oh, it's dead. It's just the flesh, never mind. Anyways, now I can get back to chat at last. It's kind of a weird game to stream with like active chatters because you really gotta focus on the shit sometimes. But it's kinda nice in a way, you know, the chats are kind of a treat. Once you've been through hell, you can get back to reading them. Where did the extractor go? In my inventory, I guess? I hope. Is it me or is mac and cheese kind of ass, or does it need American cheese? I mean, I like mac and cheese. But only mac and cheese that I've made myself. I guess it kinda depends on what kind of cheese you use. I found that, like, real cheese is actually better than American cheese. You know, I like a good blend of like pretty mildly flavored like cream cheese. Not like the non-solid kind of cream cheese, but like, you know, actual cheese made of cream. Then like an actual cheddar, not that fake stuff you put on hamburgers. Like a good brick of cheddar. Then a little bit of Parmesan. Mix that in with a bit of cream and some whole milk. And also a good brick of butter. The secret is just fat. Really. Just put a whole bunch of real cheese in there. And just a whole fucking shit ton of fat. Much like with most other foods. I know it's not really recommended by doctors, but goddamn butter just kinda makes everything better. You know, what's her name? The British TV chef. Was it Julia Childs? She was kind of cooking. Both literally and figuratively. You just drop a fucking brick of butter into something and it just becomes better. Okay. We could take these guys out, I suppose, but we could also walk past them. But then again, I want their stuff, so maybe we'll kill them. Roikyokous. Goes hard as a sauce for instant noodles. That it do. Yesterday the bass was so loud I thought someone was slamming a car with a hammer. Classic. I hear no screams on this end, luckily, but fuck those people. Well, that's good at least, but yeah, I think they stopped. I think the drunks have dispersed. For a moment I was considering, like, should I go on the balcony and, like, throw eggs at them or something? But then I was like, fuck that. Eggs cost money. Not gonna waste it on these people. If I'm gonna be throwing something on them, I'm gonna use, like, a nice boulder. For legal reasons, that's a joke. I would never throw a boulder on a person from the 7th floor. Because that wouldn't be funny. No, I would just, like, maybe dump some water on them. What type of cheese do you use? I've used the normal stuff and mozzarella, but it's a no-go. Oh yeah, I don't know if mozzarella is really a mac and cheese kind of cheese. But yeah, like I said, you know, cheddar, parmesan. And some other mildly flavored cheese, just kinda to add some extra cheese, because that's just, you know. Well, whatever, I don't need to explain cheese, everybody gets it. Who the fuck doesn't like cheese? Yeah, it is a lot. And that's kind of the point. Mac and cheese really is something you should only eat, like, once every few months or something. You know, it's just a food that doesn't feel healthy when you're eating it. After you're done eating, like, a big bowl of mac and cheese, you're like, if I ate this every day, I'd probably die at 30. Not really something you should eat often. I actually hate fat and butter. Well, listen, son, that here in these parts is considered a crime. This goddamn head blew up. I only like butter baked into cake. Yeah, well, that's fair too, because, I mean, like I said, pretty much every pastry just becomes better if you add butter. Like, I only started baking like 4 years ago. At the beginning I was like, man, how do you make these things, like, how do you make them, like, more, what's the word? Not necessarily juicy. That's not really an adjective I would use with a pastry. But, you know, just how do I make these, like, less dry? How do I make these a bit more hefty? Turns out the secret is just to add butter. You know, whatever the instructions tell you to put there. If it says like, oh, put 100 grams of margarine. The trick is to replace that with 120 grams of butter. There you go. I've just made you a better baker. No need to thank me. Where was that? How many bullets is this guy gonna take? Okay, yeah, I think that guy might be wearing like one of those armored exosuits, so I probably gotta switch to AP rounds. I think those FMJs are just kinda bouncing off his armor. Oh, there we go. See the difference? But I also kinda don't wanna waste them, so... Switch back. Are we done? Is everybody dead? Suppose they are. At least I hope so. Would be kinda uncool to get surprised when I'm looting. Oh, what, am I dying? I suppose I took a few bullets here and there. I kinda don't wanna use a whole medkit though. Seems kinda wasteful. %, and 263 seconds, that should probably do it. If I'm eating meat, I like to have a little fat. But like bacon, it has too much fat. Yeah, I kinda used to feel that way too. Maybe like 5 or 6 years ago still. But then I moved to my own apartment. And then I kinda just started buying meat whenever it was on sale, whatever meat it was. Including like fatty pork that I wouldn't really have eaten before. And I've kind of acquired a taste for it. I think as I've gotten older, I've just kind of started to become my dad. Because, you know, he loves that shit. And I used to think that's kinda gross, but... You know, now that I'm past 25... I kinda get it. Nope, that's a guy. Look at me. Quickly, please. Quickly, please. That was close. I guess there's still a couple of more dudes in there. Anybody else? It is kinda nice of them to speak on the radio so loudly so I can kinda hear when they're nearby. Oh, fuck off. Okay, well that's the first death in a while. Not too bad. Not too bad by my own standards, but do keep in mind that some people have played this game through on permadeath on the hardest difficulty only using a Tokarev, so... You know, it's relative. But it looks like we gotta autosave at some point, so that's good. Don't have to do the whole thing again. Just some of it. Just a little bit. Guess I should probably actually use a first aid kit. Hello? I know you're in there, come on. Come on out. Well, I guess I'll give them a minute. See if they wander any closer, because I kinda don't wanna go in there. You know, I'm not one of those Call of Duty boys who can just jump into a building and go whoop, 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 and snipe everybody in the head. I'm more of a sit and wait kind of guy. Which I think will serve me well once the Third World War kicks off. Because you ain't really gonna be doing that sniping business in real life. No. Guess they're feeling kinda shy. I don't really do recipes, I take out my glass of anything thingamajig. I shred some apple into a mixing bowl. Melt a block of butter, use a shit ton of cinnamon, add flour and a mug of sugar and some crushed walnuts and some baking powder. Mix that all together, pour it into the glass thingamajig, put some walnuts on top and bake until it's done and eat it for the next few days. So some walnuts and some apples, sugar. Yeah, I think my mom used to make something pretty similar. Well, she still does. Sometimes, occasionally. But instead of walnuts, she put some oats in there. So it's like cinnamon, oats, apples, bit of sugar. And I gotta tell you that that's pretty good too. You know, baked apples. That's kind of a baller food. Another thing that I didn't used to appreciate as a kid, but I've since come to understand it. Fuck. See, this is what it's like playing real men shooting games, kids. You ain't just gonna walk it off when somebody puts a 545 poison bullet through your goddamn gut. That's gonna fuck you up a little bit. You gotta do a first aid kit, you gotta use some bandages, you gotta take some ibuprofen. You can go do that sniping stuff in real life, and when you get shot you won't respawn. Yeah, it's like a very extreme battle royale. You know, you're always playing on permadeath. 15 to 20 apples, there's no water, so all the moisture comes from the apples. Yeah, that sounds nice. I should probably do that because I like all of those things individually. You know, I like apples and cinnamon, obviously. Because who doesn't really? I like walnuts. I should probably try that. A lot of things we take for granted as kids and don't know what we have until we don't have it. Yeah, that has been kind of a theme ever since I moved out this place. You know, you kind of start noticing things like, oh, yep, all those nice foods that my parents made me, they're kind of expensive and time consuming. Like way more than I thought. You know, even if they weren't like my favorite thing. Like the thing they do when they cook like a very fatty piece of pork on a iron skillet. So the pieces are like all crispy. And the pan's like all full of pig fat. Then you can dip your bread in there. I don't used to like that as a kid either, that much. You know, I don't hate it, but nowadays that's like one of my favorite foods. I think there was one more guy here somewhere. Or did I get them all? Yeah, no, I guess I got them all. Yes, fine. Well, thus far this has been a pretty not spooky stream at all. But I guess we did sleep through the night last time because my boy was getting kinda tired, so maybe next night we'll go hunting. Which shouldn't be that far away, I don't think. Let me just check the old PDA. Oh no, it's only 9:45, okay. But hey, it's only, what, 12:26, so we can keep going, you know, it's Halloween, I can go a bit longer. Why the heck not? Don't worry about the noise, that's just physics. They do it sometimes. Also, that was bullets. Oh. Fuck me. This fucking game sometimes. See, I've talked about this before, but like this old Stalker AI, it's like really fucking good. Which is kind of insane because these games were put together with like a shoestring budget. And it's just straight up better than any like big AAA game I've seen. Like that's not a bug. They do actually like hide in a corner and wait for you. Like if you take out all their friends, they'll actually like hide. Which I think is both cool and also very annoying at times. So yeah, we gotta do some of that again, I think. I don't know exactly how long ago this save was. Sneak is now a bitch. Oh, fuck. More? Okay, all the tangos should be down. Christ. That kinda scared the shit out of me, by the way. Stop. Stop bullying me. Please. Just gonna try to come around there or... No, I guess he's trying to shoot me through the goddamn wall. Okay. Once again, I have to mention. Not a bug. They do actually also try to shoot you through the walls when they know where you are. Well, I don't know if that was an intended function, but... You know, in that case, because the wall's actually, like, solid, you can't shoot through it, but... You know, when you're hiding behind like a thin fence or something that you can shoot through, and they know you're there, they will try to shoot through the fence. Which I think is kind of insane, considering I don't think any big, like, single-player shooter game has done that. Besides this one. Maybe Arma. Yeah, I think Arma does that too. Yeah, I don't know, these like small Russian studios just kinda cook sometimes. Ukrainian, sorry. Russian, not Russian. CGS Game World is a Ukrainian studio. Don't wanna make that mistake. Yeah, hopefully that's all of them now. Get back to reading the chat. Also, I got no measurements, so you just do all that and add flour until the batter is very thick, but not too thick. It should be pourable. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it too. I mean, I got like a baseline. Like if I make a pie, it's about 4 deciliters of just all-purpose white flour. 2 cups for the Americans. But, you know, that's usually not enough, so I just kinda add until it looks right. And that works like 99% of the time. That's usually the best way to do things, because, you know, even like flours can vary in how coarse they are. Sugar amount is up to preference. Yeah, I probably will put less if I try to make that. Because I'm gonna tell you, my sugar tolerance is just non-existent these days. I think I actually did the math once. That wasn't math, that was dumb. And I think my sugar consumption is like... Was it like a 9th of the Finnish average? Like a 10th? You know, I just don't really eat candy anymore. cinnamon, though there should be enough to turn the batter brown. As I would assume, because that's usually how it goes. With pies and cookies and whatnot. You know what, I should do like a baking video one of these days. Because I think I've gotten kinda good at it. You know, I think I've perfected my cookies. And I'm also getting kinda good at making muffins. And the tiger cakes. I don't know if tiger cakes are really a... Like, do people outside of Finland make those? Because I've never really heard anybody talk about them. But for those that don't know, that's just kind of a... That's just like a very basic, like, dry cake. But you put, like, cocoa powder in half of the batter. Then you, like, layer them. So there's, like, a nice, like, stripe in the middle. And I kind of like to put, like, a lot of cocoa powder in the stripe part of the batter. So much so that it kind of stays a bit more raw than the other parts, so it's like nice and moist. It's got kind of like a chocolatey heart. I think that's kind of nice. And I should teach people how to do it. Just gonna grab this 12.7mm barrel, thank you very much. Hey, there we go, we cleared this place out with great effort. Can I have a save? Do these guys have a campfire somewhere? No, I don't think so. It's kind of a weird glow in the middle of the screen. Has that always been there, or am I just, is there some kind of bug going on? Well, whatever. Oh yeah, and I've also made ice cream a bunch of times. Like actual old-fashioned... Like, what do you call it in Italian? I forget. But you know, the stuff where you like make the custard and everything. Takes like hours. Once I get a proper ice cream machine, I'm gonna probably do that. Because let me tell you, even if you don't have an ice cream machine and you just gotta do it the manual way, sure it leaves a bit of ice in the ice cream. Like it's a bit flaky. But that shit is still like one of the best things I've probably ever tasted. Not to toot my own horn or anything. You know, last Christmas I made the tiger cake. And I made some homemade ice cream, then I combined them. I put some chocolate ice cream on the fucking... on the cake. 11 out of 10. Amazing. Okay, there's a temp save. Now I can be careless again. It's fine. Physics. Yep, the physics in this game are kinda funky, to say the least. Also, the cake thing goes good with chocolate ice cream on the side if you're feeling extra unhealthy. Oh yeah. Kind of a fun coincidence, I didn't even read that message until now. I guess that is just a universal thing. Cake and chocolate ice cream. God tier combo. Yeah, the AI in this game is just fucking... It is kind of insane. Not just because of how much better it is than anything I've really seen in any, like, big multi-million-dollar game. Like, it easily clears any, like, big single-player FPS shooters. Like, it's not even close. GTA, Far Cry, Just Cause. Not even fucking close. And this was made for, like, I don't know. Would it even be hundreds of thousands of dollars? It's like a very small group of people. And better yet, to add more insult to injury for these big studios. The AI is originally from like 2002. Like, this is still mostly the same AI that they had in like Shadow of Chernobyl. Those guys were really like... They were cooking. They were cooking back in those days. I heard the new AI is kind of a bit more dumb, but... But hey, honestly, it's kind of a wonder that they even made a new game at all. Because they went bankrupt after the third game, I think. You know, that's why Stalker Anomaly is a thing. Because you wouldn't think like that would be a possible thing, you know, like... Distributing a game for free that's essentially just like the 3 old games combined together. Like, that is just kind of piracy. If you think about it. But because CGS Game or CSG Game World, I forget. They were kind of going bankrupt at the time that Anomaly came out. They kind of just didn't care. And hey, you know, it worked out for them, kind of. Because now that they came back with the new game, you know, they already had like a... You know, Anomaly and Gemma had created like a whole new player base for them. And I think that's kind of a nice thing. Just wanna put that out there. You know, the community, the modders kind of... helping this game studio make a comeback. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, what was I saying? Where was I? Yeah, the the mug of sugar is for a cake. That's for 2 people for 2 to 3 days. Yeah, that seems about right. You know, usually I put like... What would it be in a mugs? Like 75% of a mug into like a cake. I would watch that. Yeah, I gotta make that happen. I do need some kind of a camera setup though, so my hands can be free. Because one time I tried to make like a video where I baked cookies, and I had to make it with one hand because my other hand was holding the fucking phone. You know, it was just for like a little TikTok gag. I made like a parody of those baking videos where I had like GTA gameplay and then the baking tutorial on the bottom. It was kind of hard to make, and nobody liked it. It's kind of a shame, but it was still kind of a fun thing to do. If I ever got an ice cream machine, it would be like once a year use, but sounds very tempting. Ice cream quality has gone down here. Yeah, it has here too. I think they're using a lot of like vegetable oils in the ice cream these days or something. The texture's kinda different. It's not nice. This reminds me, ice cream cake is the biggest lie I've ever been sold by the Americans. It's just ice cream in the shape of a cake, there's no actual cake. That's true. And I'm glad somebody agrees with me on this, because I've never believed them. Like, hey, would you want an ice cream cake? And I'm like, I know what an ice cream cake is, it's not a cake. You've just put chocolate in between layers of ice cream. That doesn't make it a cake. A cake needs like... There needs to be like batter. You know? Oh, did I lose connection? No, it's just the chat being weird. Okay, well, whatever. Game company being able to make a comeback is awesome, except when it happened with Ubisoft being saved from bankruptcy by Tencent. Yeah, that's like... That's a pretty horrible combination, by the way. That's when you hear like, oh hey, did you hear? Fucking North Korea has resurrected Hitler. That's a terrible bit of news. Oh, hey guys, there are zombies in here. You know, I was kind of wondering where all the noise was coming from. Guys should lock those doors properly. But hey, that's a clip right there. That's something. Just kinda desperate for anything because I haven't posted anything to my TikTok or YouTube in weeks, and it, you know, the algorithm's kinda probably starting to hate me again. Okay. Guess we're gonna get a thing for this guy. Does he wanna buy anything? Some snore cans, sure. These bullets. I suppose this is also where the weapon vendor lives. The guy who sells like specialized guns. But of course, since this is Gamma, he's probably not gonna be selling those. So I wonder what his role is. .7 by 28%. Kinda nice, but also am I ever gonna find like all the parts for a 5.7 gun in this game? Maybe. Am I gonna use it because the ammo's so fucking expensive? Probably not, so let's just sell those. Oh yeah, suppressor for a 9x21 pistol. For those that don't know, there are actually like a whole bunch of 9mm calibers. You know, just a bit of a gun effect. From somebody who's only absorbed it second hand through like Mike Burnfire videos. That's all where my... That's where all my gun knowledge comes from. Apparently, the whenever somebody talks about 9mm, they mean 9x19. That's the most popular one. But then there are also like 9x18, which is the Russian 9mm. That's like the what the Makarov and the PP2000 and PP19 guns shoot. Haha, PP, yes, I get it. Then there's also 9x21, which I think is only used in, like, Italy or something. Just a cool fact. Yeah, I guess we should check if anybody here sells 545 ammo, because we kinda spent most of what we had. Fuck. Why? Close the doors, guys. Close the fucking doors. But hey, that, you know, I got the makings of like a fun little compilation. Stalker jump scares. Just not the scary kind, the kind, you know, just the stupid kind. Let's take some drugs though, that'll make everything better. Gonna buy a phone strap for like €5 that straps it to your chest. Oh yeah, I should probably get one of those. That sounds like what I'm looking for. I could maybe record my pencil drawing process as well with that. Do some fun time lapses. Or maybe just buy like a little mount, like a little tripod kind of thing. Something like that. I'm sure neither is terribly expensive. What is still hurting? Left arm? Arms and legs. Let's do it. Actual ice cream cake would go so hard, the spongy texture and cream, it's perfect. But no, it's just all cream. Yeah. Ice cream cake is a lie. And I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in a food than when I first had ice cream cake, because I thought it would be like actual cake. Nope. Just ice cream and some layers of stuff. Everything except cake. It's a dumb concept, and I will never forgive the inventor for it. Okay, this guy actually sells the ammo we need. That's good. That's good. Give me all of the full metal jackets you have, sir. You know what? Just give me all of the ammo you have. That's actually most of my money, so I don't know. Maybe just one mag of armor piercing. Maybe 60 hollow points, and yeah. Yeah, no, I guess that's just very expensive. God damn. This fucking inflation, am I right? That's not bad. Anything else cool you have for sale? Any new scopes? Oh, my barrel's kinda worn. I should probably clean it out. It's got some night vision scopes, but aren't those the ones that I have? Is my current one a night vision scope? How do I even use that? No idea. But I probably should figure that out before I go hunting at night. Yep, I suppose that's all we need. Shotgun ammo, we got 357s if we need a backup. Claw points, we have full metal jackets. All the things we need for killing meaty creatures. Just gotta spray a bit of lubricant into this gun. But I think I will take a short break before we head out there. Gotta drain the wizard a little bit, as they say. They don't say it, I say it, because it's funnier. Also, I probably gotta eat something, since I've only eaten once today. Yeah, I guess this guy just sells gun parts now, or like, equipment. All kinds of neat sights. None of them better than mine, though. Oh yeah, do any of these guys sell grenades? Like for the launcher? That's what I was also supposed to buy. Do you got grenades from a tube? That's... I don't think that's the right one. Is it? GB25 grenade launcher. That's the right one, but he only got one. Damn you. It's almost 1 AM, these fucks still blasting music so I can't sleep. I'm so tempted to call the cops. Do it. I probably would've. Or at the very least I would've, like, told the landlord or something. Sharpen the old knife a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. I would have by now if my brother wasn't one of the fucks. Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair. Just some medicine, man. Do I need any of that? I suppose not. I'm kind of stocked up on everything. Do I have fentanyl? Yes. Good. Let me tell you, you don't want to go out there without a little bit of fentanyl. Oh yeah, I guess I do need some food before I can go out. This guy kinda looks like a Bolden bankrupt. $15,000. It's a goddamn highway robbery. Whatever, let's just buy some beef. Sure, it's a bit heavier, but whatever. What is the time? Is it time for night hunting yet? No, it is just in the middle of the day. I guess I could go on my break now and just leave the game running. I don't really know if I want to do any missions. I would kind of just like to, you know, do some scary shit. So I think I'm gonna save here. Just out of curiosity, when is my last save? Last of May 24. So it was last year. I remembered right. My brain is not completely gone just yet. I'm just gonna shoot up one of these. Heal everything up to the max, and then I'll leave the game running. I'm gonna take a short break. And then I shall return. We will go hunting at night. It will be scary, so... You know, grab your comfort items, your teddy bears, your blankets, whatever you need. And get ready to shiver in fear. Okay, maybe it won't be that scary. But we might get jumped a couple of times, so that's gonna be something. I will be back in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15. So, you know, stay on the channel. Because some of you might not know this. But, you know, I have a seeing stone. I know if you change the channel. You have been warned. The music stopped, so I might sleep. Well, thanks once again for stopping by, you know, in case you do go to sleep. It's always nice to have you chatting in here. Most other people are just kind of lurking. Silently. They're just silently watching me. It's kind of creepy. Not that I don't appreciate it, you know, it's just kind of unsettling sometimes. I'm looking at all you 5 other creeps out there. Say something. Say hi at least. Say the lurk command, so I know you're there. Otherwise I'll start to think that my stream is haunted. Please. But yeah, I hope you have a fun Halloween. Or Halloween Eve, whatever the right word is, I don't know. Silently watching Doobie how 80% of Twitch users use the platform. Yeah. Most people don't talk. Do you know, that's fine too. Just busting your chops a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming again over the weekend, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe both, because I don't really have anything that I need to do over the weekend. Or next week or the week after. So there's gonna be streams. Yeah. Anyways, in case you do end up going to sleep, I bid you good night and a good Halloween, and I will now go on my break before my bladder explodes. Okay. It's a bit of a long break. I was feeling a little bit unwell. My stomach seems upset. It has been triggered by something. My stomach is such a snowflake, you know, it gets upset at the slightest thing. It's like, what? You're eating vegetables and fruits instead of just potatoes and meat and nothing else? Fuck this, man. But hey, looks like it's only 16:05. I guess we could just sleep till it's night time so we can do a bit of hunting. Except we can't because I'm tired. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I would like to wake up at 11. Alright, you fuckers ready to get scared? Well, I hope so, because that's what we're gonna do. Fellers. Yeah, this seems sufficiently scary. Got the night vision. Got our lamp. Do they both have batteries? I guess not. It does say 100%, but apparently that's a lie. Do I have batteries somewhere? No. That just doesn't work. Okay. That's not great. Because I don't want to be using the night vision all the time. How do I toggle the scope? Doesn't say. I'm gonna Google this because it's kind of important. I think it's a button next to N. Says the man who made the modpack. Oh, he was right. Look at that. Does have a bit of delay, but hey, you know how it works. It's not the greatest visibility, but hey, you know, that's kind of what it's all about. Let's turn off the music and listen. Let's listen for all of those delicious beasts. It's kind of quiet too. That's better. Now this is a real spooky atmosphere. Friend or foe? these are. Restalkers, maybe? Are they? No, that's Monolith. Shit. Did he die? No. Now he died. It's nice that they use those headlamps so I can better see where they are. Very polite of them. Sucks for the trainee. Gotta say, this game doesn't look too great at low settings at nighttime. It's kinda hard to tell what's going on. But I suppose it sort of adds to the excitement. Right? Maybe? No. Doesn't work. Why does the lamp not work? Should probably update this thing at some point. Hmm? Well, it would appear that I have been surrounded in some capacity. That's not great.
Точно попал!
What's happening? Where's my gun? Okay, so that was a zombie and military guys are over there. Okay. This is kinda nice, huh? Been a while since we've played like a proper shooty game. All the way here. Damn. Oh wait, that wasn't there a temp save? Don't need to go back 10 minutes. Oh. Fuck. My man goddamn quickscope me. Would have been kinda nice to have some alcoholic beverages today, but alas, I have not had time to go to the store. Other days I've been busy. These last couple of days I've been recovering from having my teeth stolen. Alcohol store's kinda far away, so I didn't want to exert myself. Also, I guess the lamp's on now. Turned it off. Did you say grenade? Yeah.
Давай, давай! Попал! Я тебя удержу!
Fuck. Them zombies. Are you shooting me? Holy shit. Okay. Maybe I should just make a run for it and take some kind of cover. I am kind of just laying out here in the open. Not the smartest thing to do. And it is kinda getting late though. Where are we at? 1:45 AM. 4 hours in. Although I guess like half an hour of that was just being on break. Guess I could go for a little bit longer to make up for it. Suck it. Classic mistake. Thank you for coming out in the open. It's very, very helpful.
Урод!
Okay, there we go. I can kind of hear somebody groaning in the distance, so... One of them might have survived, I think. Let's see if we can find them, maybe. Not sure if this helps or makes it harder. Where even was the first guy? Go over there, maybe? doesn't really work either. Maybe let's just use the lamp now that it works. Is that our guy? Yeah. He's got some stuff. I think he might have taken the other guy's stuff too, so that's good. We don't need to find him. Take that, thank you very much. Get out of this radioactive water. Radiation, huh? Just a bit though. It's fine. We're good. Enemies. Are they zombies or are they actual people? What are you saying? Zombies aren't people? You damn racist. Come on, let me hover over this guy. Okay. Just zombies. Turn these lights off. Oh, shit. Hit these things. It was the one that did them all, but just like a little bit. Torso, head and torso. Yeah, no, I guess we'll just take one of these. This is just kind of annoying because now we're gonna be all woozy. That doesn't really help when you're in the dark. And I guess we also took some psychic damage, so that's fun. See some lights, is that the right... the one with the friends? Is that the friendly boat? Yeah. Don't need to start shooting at them. Come on, man, recover your sanity. Smoke a joint. These guys. Zombies. That's boring. Thus far, we've only seen one bloodsucker and some military guys. God's sake. Sticky radiation. Do I have radiation drugs? Yeah. Really? This is how I'm gonna go out. I thought I'd be devoured by a great beast. This is kinda lame by comparison.
Да пизда, ты понял? Эй, уёбок! Ну
You
как
stop being so
там тебе?
radiated.
Ты чё?
No. Why is this spot so fucking radioactive? Just give me a moment. No. Yeah, looks like that's just a spot you can't go. Those happen sometimes, especially if your gear is shit. Well, looks like the save was in the spot. Come on, drugs, help me. This sucks, man. Where's the last save? Oh, it's just a minute before. Probably should have loaded that instead. Fuck you guys over there. Fuck you for luring me in with your juicy heads. Well, hello there. Hello there, little feller. Yeah. Don't try to wizard me, you little stump. Grenades are expensive, but I think that was worth it. Oh, nothing in here. Well, it's starting to get pretty late, so I should probably wrap this up pretty soon. I am getting kinda tired. My voice is kinda starting to sound a bit bad. The kind of voice you get after talking for 4 hours straight. At 2 in the fucking morning like an idiot. But hey, you know, it ended up being a pretty fun stream, even though Stalker 2 didn't really work out. Apart from the radiation. All my homies hate radiation. But hey, thanks to everybody who stopped by, I really appreciate it. And believe me, there will be more streams in the future. This year's been kind of busy with life and whatnot. But I should be through the worst of it, I believe. At least I hope so. Hopefully life won't throw any more surprise at me, so I get to be here a bit more often. And hopefully also a bit earlier in the future. I'll try to make that happen. Yeah, I'll be posting some of these clips to my YouTube and TikTok as well as Twitter. So look forward to those. You can find all of those things down below in the links. There's a link tree down there. What else? Do I have anything else to shill? Not really. I don't know. Join the Discord server if you wanna stay updated on the streams, I guess. Can I do a save? No. Gotta be at a friendly base or a campfire, so hopefully we'll find one in there. Does this scary place count as a base? No. But there is a campfire. So we can do that. No? There we are. What's this? Nothing. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming again over the weekend. Next week should be free for the most part. Although I will be leaving on a Thursday or Friday. Since it is Friday. I just had a complete stroke there. It's Father's Day. A week from now, on Sunday. So I won't be here over the weekend, I don't think. But other than that, it should be business as usual. Or rather, business as it used to be. Yeah, I guess I could throw the links in the chat as well if anybody wants to check them out. If you're too lazy to go down below. There they are. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. Maybe both. Anything's possible. Hope you have a fun Halloween. Hope you enjoyed this stream, although it was kind of a... You know, not what I planned. And yeah. I think I've said it all. Good night.